Welcome back to another Spill Drop video. Today, I have a very special video for you all, celebrating 1,000 subscribers on the Spill Drop YouTube channel. I've been making videos on YouTube for a couple of years now, and I'm extremely grateful for everyone who has watched, commented, and those of you that have subscribed. I really couldn't have done any of this without you. Now, without further ado, I want to get into a concept build that I've been working on for quite a while. I put this all together in a matter of a couple of hours in a build server, but I have been tinkering with this idea for months at the very least. Now, it's kind of an interesting idea, but ultimately it boils down to a base shaped like a bagel, and I squeezed one of every deployable item and some vehicles into this base design, all for you and for me kind of too. Today we're going to be building the Everything Bagel base, and for now it is a live stream. So if you see this alert come up on your phone and you want to be part of the next video, just jump on in. But let's go ahead and get into it. For this base, we want a certain portion of the base to be in deep water and a certain portion to be in shallower water. We want to be able to do some pretty deep foundations, but also have quite a few that are close enough to the shore. Good, good. Okay, we can't get that one, but we can get that one. Okay, this should work. Oh yeah, perfect. Okay, now that we get this one here, this one also should work. Yep, cool. All right, now that's. I think these give me the stability that I need to go up higher. Entrance. We need to start getting some of the big deployables down as well, just to make sure that everything fits in here the way we want. So those ones are going to be the water catcher, the water pump, which is kind of a nightmare, watchtower, and we're not going to do the pools just because those are like fully DLC stuff. So this guy has to be very shallow water. That works. This guy has to be in somewhat deep water. I think that's probably the best spot for him right there. Very out of the way. Actually, I think he can go underneath this guy. Alright, so this guy actually has a lot of freedom, which is awesome. This guy somewhat does as well. So let's do this guy as flat as we can get him. Okay, that's pretty good. This guy now can squeeze pretty nicely in here as well. And we can do both of those walls. Awesome. Maybe we do windows here. Okay. Good entrance for the bagel. I think we can put this guy down next. Like so. Still gives you plenty of room to navigate. Alright, now let's go ahead and... Ooh, we need a wall. We do a door frame? Yeah, we get a door frame there. The bunker, we're just going to go ahead and get sealed up right quick, so that way we know where it's going to be. Actually, I might just use these as turret pods for the bunker. Do the low wall here. Okay, and then we can do triangle. Well, actually, I think we want to do the squares over the top of this. Square floor rails. Oh, I guess I have to put that first. Interesting. Okay. Is it gonna give me trouble all the way around? Yeah. Okay, good to know. I actually could make this an elevator, perhaps. And then that kind of actually locks this area in because you can't really get through here. So this whole area just becomes one secure unit. Get these guys down. They're not gonna let me place those. Alright, so we'll do that. Just for now. Yeah, it's not bad. I think we do front door there. We could kind of do like a little walkout over the top of this, which could be interesting. If we do something like that, that could be nice. Door here. Perhaps we do triangles on the end and just leave this open. See if we can get something cool going on there. Maybe from here we do something to this effect. Okay, we need to do that there, so we can do that there, that there. Nice. So this should be, yeah, this is all up above this furnace. All right, that's pretty solid. We want to get some grills into these. See how the bagel's coming along. It's looking very bagel-esque. Oh yeah, this is a bagel, no doubt about it. We can still fit this guy in here in the center, it looks like. It's kind of a pain in the ass, but I think it works. You get 360 view of the whole roof from in center of the bagel. We want the gate centered here. Stay red all the way up until about here. I think that's prime. Put it down because we want that to be as high up as it can be so we can still drive a boat through there, and I think that should be high enough. I think that'll work. Like almost like a perfect 90-degree angle here. And this door needs to be like as close as physically possible. Oh wait, it will work. I just have to go in like real slow, I think. Alright, let's try clearing the bunker. There we go. Alright, so it will work, it's just a little bit fussy. And then you should be able to put the bunker back together. Obviously this bunker would be made out of twig or wood to make sure that it was nice and solid. And then you have to replace that tile, of course, but that's pretty decent. Let's see, if you could put one there, and you could put one there, then that could work. Alright, so that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna do... Excellent. So you got some turret defense, very, very hard to counter. That'll keep people from getting in too deep. Okay, that's actually pretty solid. So we can park a pretty decent sized heli there. The bagel is coming together. I think we need to open up the core of the bagel a little bit more. I think that is an effective bagel core. The major large deployables are all down. The legacy wood shelter I'm not including because it's not a default item. There's going to be some that I do include that are not default items, but it's just because it's fun for me. Boom. Perfect. If we do sandbags also, they'll fit in with the walls. This is actually kind of a good spot to do a vending machine. I'm gonna do some on the roof as well, but put one here for now. All right, we got our freaky deaky box stacking going on here. If you've watched my latest video, you will know it is actually pretty easy. I mean, you're seeing it here as well. Maybe do like doors on these. I think if I do that, and then that, I can access it. All right, yeah, that works. And then we want this to be hard side. Okay, so that's a cheeky little trap there. The way that I would set this up is basically I would have a heartbeat sensor, maybe like right here or like right here, where it's a little bit harder to see. Somebody walks in, triggers that, door opens, ba 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 ba. They get absolutely cooked. And perhaps you put a window in there just so that way your boys don't get cooked also. I love that you can just do that. It's pretty cool. Wait, can I actually place it like this? Oh, I can. That's awesome. Okay. Let's get this done. Bagel. Boom. Bagel. Welcome to Bagel. All right, welcome to Bagel. Let's see, medium and small. Welcome to Bagel. We have everything. Yes. So that way they sort of block anyone who would be camping that angle. I'm gonna put the landmine over there so that way no one's gonna trigger it, but at least it's somewhere where if somebody does trigger it, it's where it belongs. They get got. That's also a great spot, so he kind of covers this door. Alright, so something like that works well, because then if somebody's like here, at least they won't be able to sneak up and like get, yeah, that works. That's actually pretty good. Friend. But maybe this is like a battery room. It's gonna... Alright. Alright, that'll take us all the way up. Right, can I do this? Is it gonna let me do this? I don't think it's gonna let me do this. Oh, it is. Alright, yes, we put the spotlight there. Here, and here, here. Something like that. Cool. Kind of over there. Let's get this guy up to armored. Shipping container. Kind of do. Spray bottle. Give me that spray. Spray can. Okay, so what color is this bagel? Is this bagel colored? I think that's more bagel colored than anything. Awesome. Bagel's looking good. Let's get this part to cream cheese bagel. Actually, maybe I kind of like that. Maybe we do the inside cream cheese. Well, that scared the bejesus out of me. Base is looking very bagel. I do say so myself. Before we forget, we got the fridge, we got the barrels, gotta put the fish trap back as well. Almost forgot. I'm trying not to forget any of these because I have recorded this video before and I screwed it up, and that's why I'm here doing it all over again. Reference. This light can be like stuck onto a lot of these deployables, especially if you place them like pretty high up towards the ceiling. Like it can clip right onto like the front of some of the weirdest things. So I'm just gonna do that because, you know, why not sometimes. Okay, enormous little speaker boy here, nestled up against that. We could put him there. And then the counter can go right over there. Auto crafter, and let's do the adapters as well. Boom, adapter right on the front, so that's all taken care of. Put the pressure pad right here in front of the tier 3 as well. So it makes that sound when you step on it. Very fun. Alright, now we can put the mini down up on the roof, and then I think we're gonna say that this is frickin' done, dude. This is such a done challenge. One detail I love about the scrap heli is that the flashlight on the scrap heli is literally just a tiny version of the spotlight. See what I mean? It's just a little guy. Alright, so you can see that we've got 3 helis parked in here. We've got the kayak and the rib and plenty of room for just a regular boat down here behind the bunker. Let's get another door here. We've got everything, okay? I could run back through all of these items that we've just deployed, but ultimately what you're seeing here is the everything bagel base. A feat of engineering, and truly one of my greatest creations ever. Just a cozy 3.5 hours of fun. Anyway, this build is my celebration for 1,000 subscribers on the Spilldrop YouTube channel. This everything bagel base has been a concept that I've been tinkering on for a few months. I've gotten a lot of concepts also included in this, so there's several different kinds of bunkers. There are exploits, including like the shelf stacking that I've shown. So if there was anything about this build that you really enjoyed and you want to see me expand on, just let me know down in the comments and I will make that happen. Again, thank you so much for 1,000 subscribers on YouTube. This has been your friend Spilldrop, and I will catch you in the next video.